At bat number 6.
We're here at the softball field, and I think we are finally on the air. We were able to screw a couple light bulbs in and connect a couple of cords, but apparently we are here. So we're in the bottom half of the second inning. Triton trailing Rock Valley 5-1. Trojans have runners at first and third. Melissa Gonzalez is the batter. And all the scoring has occurred in this inning. Rock Valley scored 5 here in the top half of the second. Neither team scored in the first inning. Rock Valley a pair of home runs on this windy day. Trinity Fry a 3-run homer, and Kelly Reardon a 2-run homer. Trojans' run came on a Geneva Pullman RBI single, which drove in Celeste Bochold here in this bottom half of the second. As Gonzalez takes a strike, it's 3-1. Trojans have won their last 10 in a row, taking on this high-powered Rock Valley squad. Bouncer over the mound. Shortstop charges in, throws the first, does Reardon to retire Gonzalez and the Trojans in the second. Trojans do get a run on the board on 2 hits, leave 2 on base. And we'll head to the third inning, and it's Rock Valley 5 and Triton 1. Tim McKinney from the Triton softball field. Again, we apologize for the earlier issues, but we are up and running now. It is a very windy afternoon, as you can probably tell through our field microphone. The wind is blowing straight out the dead center. We're in the top of the third. Alyssa Stramaglia on the mound for the Trojans. Kayla Freeberg leading things off. All the trouble got started in the second inning on her first at bat. She slices one in the wind's going to hook that one in fair. Inside the line, it'll be a leadoff single for Freeberg. But she reached on an error that pulled the first baseman off the bag, which got that 5-run second started for Rock Valley. So here's Alyssa Ranchero. Takes ball 1 low. She singled her only time up Again, Freeburg reached on an error, then Ranchero singled, and then Trinity Fry hit a 3-run homer to straightaway center. Scott Cram, the 9th place hitter, singled, and then Kelly Reardon followed with a 2-run homer, and that was the scoring for Rock Valley in that 5-run top of the 2nd inning. Pitch fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss, and the count should be 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now they got that fixed. And temperatures in the mid-50s this afternoon. Sun's been peeking out of the clouds a bit. Slow roller to third, and that's out of play. That one is golfed in the left, but it is playable and is caught out there in left field by Bombardier for out number 1. That one sliced down the line and right, long run, and making the catch in right field is Savino, and that's out number 2. And you get a big hitter out, Trinity Fry, who homered deep to straightaway center her first time up. So big second out. Now here's Scout Cram, spelled just like Girl Scout, S-C-O-U-T, Cram, the center fielder for Rock Valley. Bouncer to second. That's routine. And Claudio will throw to first for the out. And Cram is retired. So after the leadoff single, good job by Stramalia to get the next 3 retired with no damage done. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd here from the softball field. Big game here today. Triton trailing Rock Valley 5-1.
At bat number 13, Carissa Bombardier.
And we're back here at the softball field, bottom of the 3rd inning. Carissa Bombardier will lead things off for Triton, top of the order. Trojans down 5-1, and Bombardier takes low and away, ball 1. Ashton Milas is on the mound for Rock Valley. She was the National Player of the Week for Division III. Swing and a miss, 1-1 for last week. Again, this Rock Valley program has been a powerhouse in Division III for a long time. They've won the national championship 6 consecutive years. 6 straight since 2014. Ball 2-1 now to count. Darren Monroe, who's their athletic director, head coach, has done an outstanding job with this Rock Valley program. Had a good conversation with Darren before the game. Bouncer to short. And Reardon will throw out Bombardier for out number 1. So Bombardier is grounded out twice. 0 for 2 on the day. This game was scheduled to be played yesterday, but was rained out because of the forecast of rain that we had yesterday. But right now, 53 degrees is the temperature. The wind blowing straight out at 20 miles an hour. Relative humidity at 63%. Lights have been turned on. Ariana Claudio, she grounded out the third, her first time up. For those of you just joining us, we're in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Fly ball to shallow center on the run, making the catch is Scout Cram for out number 2. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 5-1, Rock Valley has the lead. Here's Caitlin Cherry. She had a big doubleheader Sunday at College of Lake County. Hit a couple home runs. Trojans hit 7 home runs in that twin bill win over the Lancers. Again, Triton entering this one on a 10-game winning streak. But again, this is going to be their toughest task, or one of the toughest tasks on the schedule, against this very good Rock Valley squad. That one looped in the right field. This may have a chance. It's off the wall. Hit so hard, Cherry's only going to have a single. Boy, she banged that one off the wall. And right there to play it nicely in right was Fry. And Cherry gets a long single. And the Trojans looking to hope for a 2-out rally here. Here's Celeste Boschhold. That's the 3rd hit of the day for Triton. Boschhold takes the ball. One-0 pitch. That one laced in the right field. It's going to fall for a base hit. Here comes Cherry around 3rd. Slides in safe. On the 2nd goes Boschhold, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Big 2-out hit for Celeste Boschhold. And the Trojans looking to inch back in this one, and some good aggressive base running there by Caitlin Cherry to score all the way from first. Fry made a diving attempt to catch it, trapped it, and Cherry was able to take advantage and score. So here's Samantha Nelson. She'll take a called strike. Nelson picked up a win on the mound Sunday against Lake County. She walked her first time up, was stranded at 3rd in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So the Trojans have climbed back. They've scratched a couple of runs. Good cut there by Nelson, fouled it straight back. 5-2. Rock Valley leading here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First of 2 here today from the softball field with 2 very good teams and former conference rivals going at it. Pitch just missed inside, ball 1. Of course, the Triton left the N4C conference at the end of last season. So for many years, this was a conference game, but no longer, not this year, but this game does continue. One of the few old N4C teams that Triton still has on the schedule, as Nelson ripped that one foul off to the right 1-2 to count. And you figure they would keep this game on the schedule. It's a very good Rock Valley team, a good quality opponent to have on the schedule. Milas fires, and that pitch is driven to right, but there to make the catch is Fry to retire the side. But the Trojans do tack on a run to inch closer. 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We played 3 complete. Here from Triton, Trojans trail Rock Valley 5-2. Tim McKinney back here at the softball field. We moved to the 4th inning. It's a 5-2 Golden Eagle lead. Top of the order for Rock Valley. The face Alyssa Stramalia. Kelly Reardon takes ball 1. Reardon, Bailey Reynolds, and Evie Polfus due up in this inning. And there's a called strike. We're even at 1. Reardon walked in the first and then hit a 2-run home run to cap off that 5-run second inning for Rock Valley. Those 2 big home runs, the difference. Pitch is fouled back off the screen, 1-2. It's amazing how we can put a production together around here, but we're here. Clouds are getting a little dark. There is a slight chance of rain, minimum, but nothing that should affect the contest. 2-2 to count, but see those dark clouds beyond the fence and center. Again, the lights are on. Pitch just missed inside, and we're full 3-2. Trojans got those new-looking uniforms, kind of like the classic throwback White Sox uniforms, but in the Triton colors. That one in the shallow right, charging in and making the catch for out number 1 is Savino. So Reardon retired. First time today she doesn't reach base. So here's Bailey Reynolds. Reynolds 0 for 1. Fouls that pitch out of play. Struck out in the first. Was hit by a pitch in the second. That one low. 1-1. Three and one. And there's the free pass to Reynolds. So the 1-out walk. And here's Evie Polfus. I hope I'm saying her last name, pronouncing it correctly. Right-handed hitter standing in. She's out of Eastview, Minnesota. A freshman as that one gets away. The wild pitch. And the runner advances. And that one is popped up right side and will go out of play. I have to correct myself, I think, with the Trojan alignment. They have Gonzalez out and right today. Again, with us getting on a little bit late, I was a little scrambling. Thought they kind of went with the one lineup we had the last time here. So Gonzalez in right. And I believe that's going to be Savino back behind the plate. That pitch just missed. 2-2. But we'll get you realigned with everything here in a moment. Yep, it is Savino behind the plate. So you got Bombardier in left, Pullman in center, Gonzalez in right, Cherry at third, Basho at short, Claudio at second, Kirkwood at first, and Savino catching for Stramalia. So you got Gonzalez in right, Savino catching. So they basically flip-flopped the other way around from the last time we called the game. Count still even at 2 to Polfus. Popped it up in front of the mound, and Stramalia will put it away easily for out number 2. So Reynolds remains at second. And now they'll bring up Jenna Green, the left fielder. Green out of Eastland, Illinois. Takes high for ball 1. Green got hit by a pitch in the first and then bounced into a 5-3 double play with the force out at third back in the second. Rock Valley had second and first. Nobody out after the couple of home runs that were hit in that frame, and Green hit a bouncer to third. They stepped on the bag and threw across the diamond to retire her for the final out of the frame. 3-0 now to count. And there's a called strike. That is rocketed deep to left and way out of here. Wow. No doubt about it. A missile shot by Green way over the left field fence. A 2-run shot, the third homer of the day for Rock Valley. And the Golden Eagles are now up 7-2. That ball was crushed. That one went all the way down near the walking path. Here's Sarah Benner. Takes ball 1 outside. Benner is 0 for 2. Has struck out and has bounced out to Stramalia at the mound. So it's 7-2 Rock Valley. Fastball high, 2-0. And this team's deep. They're loaded. Triton's played with them and has been competitive with them in the past when they were members of the conference. But you knew this would be a big test today for the Trojans. And the big 10-game winning streak on the line in this opening game. First of 2 here this afternoon. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Stramalia's 2-1. Check. Did she go around? Nope. 3-1 to Benner. Benner out of Lockport. And the count now full. Again, the wind just blowing out straight away out the center field. Another foul ball. Bouncer to third, that's right to Cherry. And she'll fire over to first to retire Benner and the Golden Eagles, but the damage done. So the walk comes back to hurt Stramalia as Green blasts a 2-run homer deep to left. Only hit, no errors, no one left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Rock Valley 7, Triton 2. Well, you take a look at that flag in straightaway center. That gives you an idea of the type of day it is here today at the ballpark. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Kaylee Kirkwood will lead it off for Triton. But with that wind howling out, plenty of time to rally for the Trojans. They have the firepower to do it. They trail 7-2. Kaylee Kirkwood will lead it off. Be Kirkwood, Pullman, and Savino to face Milas. 1-1. But 3 home runs have accounted for all the runs today for Rock Valley. Then there's a called strike. 1-2. And that one fouled toward the Golden Eagle dugout on the first base side. Of course, the Trojans, coached by Christina Christopher, down over at the third base coaching box. And she's done a tremendous job here as well. Coaching the team she played for. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kirkwood goes down on strike, swinging for out number 1 here in the Trojan half of the 4th.
Geneva Pullman.
So here's Geneva Pullman. She got Triton on the board with an RBI single. Her only time up in the 2nd. Trojans with single tallies in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Ball 1 high. 2-0. Missed upstairs. And here comes some of those sprinkles starting to come down. We got a little dark cloud overhead. Just a light sprinkle. Again, there was a slight chance of precipitation. And here it is. We got the turf field, but we'll play on. Wind's starting to pick up as well. 3-1 to count. And there's ball 4. I bet you want to get the folks a shot of the clouds. Can our camera get that? See that dark cloud there? That's kind of what's hovering over the ballpark. As you see, we got the lights on. And that one little cloud is starting the little sprinkle we got here right now. Here's Peyton Savino catching today. Squares the bunt in front of the mound. Milas will field, and they throw out Savino. Pullman will advance to second. So, 2 down in the inning. And it will be up to Melissa Gonzalez. If the Trojans look to close closer in this inning. Gonzalez, local product from Melrose Park, went to the former Guerin College Prep that closed down last season out here in River Grove. Good heat right there, and Gonzalez not able to catch up with it. 1-1. Gonzalez grounded out to short her first time up. 1-1. Bunts it, but foul. Strike 2. Geneva Pullman at second. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning of 7 scheduled to go. Here, game 1 of this doubleheader. Rock Valley up 7-2, and that one went off the knob of the bat. Foul ball, still 1-2. Well, that brief little spray sprinkle has at least subsided for now, but the wind continues to blow straight out. Missed outside, 2-2. Well, if Gonzalez can keep this going, Bombardier, and we'll roll the lineup over back to the top next. Takes ball 3. Full count. 2 outs, runner at second. Trojans down 5. And the pitch. That one off the knob of the bat again, but this time I think Gonzalez said it hit her, and she's going to take first base and will get first base. So they'll say she got hit by that pitch.
And bat number 13, Carissa Bombardier.
And the Trojans were first and second, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and Carissa Bombardier. Bombardier 0 for 2, has grounded out twice. Love a 2-out hit here. They're in at the corners, Rock Valley. And Bombardier swings and misses for strike 1. Expecting a little deception here. The middle infield, I should say, is in. They're right behind the pitcher. Third baseman is in. They're all in except for the first baseman. Pitch missed high, 1-1. Boy, let's see if she can slap one by him. Make him pay for coming in. 1-1 pitch. Out in front, swing and a miss, strike 2. And now they realign the defense again due to Golden Eagles. 1-2. Fouled it back off the screen. And we'll try again. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And Rock Valley gets out of trouble in the 4th. Trojans had a mild rally, a hit batter and a walk, and they're still could not get a hit as they leave them both on base. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left. We'll head to the 5th inning. It's Rock Valley 7, Triton 2. Tim McKinney back here at the softball field. We move to the 5th inning. Kayla Freeberg leading it off and fouls it deep and out of play off to the right. Freeberg, Ranchero, and Fry scheduled to face Stramalia. 7-2, Rock Valley has the lead here in the top of the 5th. Game 1 of this doubleheader. And there's a called strike going 2. Another foul ball. That Rock Valley bench, they're certainly into it. You can hear them chanting. Trojans will be on the road Saturday. Doubleheader at Prairie State. A rare road game because many of these games are here because of the turf field and the lights. Another foul ball. Then Triton will be back home here Sunday. The host South Suburban. Doubleheader at noon. And you can catch it live here on the Triton YouTube channel. That hitter. So another hit batter. You don't really see that many like we've seen in this game here in softball. It's about the 3rd one of the game. 4th one of the game if you combine both teams. So Freeberg gets hit by a pitch. And here's a Ranchero. 1 for 2, flied out the left their last time up. Bouncer to short. Tough play, but they can't get the force out. It was a high chopper. Boschhold, her only play was to try and get Freeberg at second, but she slides in safely. And Ranchero reaches on the fielder's choice. And Rock Valley in business, 2 on, nobody out. And here's Trinity Fry. Hit the big 3-run homer. Grounded to short. Dropped. They can't get anybody. Boschhold couldn't play it cleanly. Then flipped over to second. And then Claudio couldn't field it. And the second error on the Trojans, and now Rock Valley has the bases loaded with nobody out, and Christina Christopher will come out to the mound to try and settle down Stramalia and her infield. So we're going to have a pinch hitter for Rock Valley. Number 22. That's Kristen Fudge, local product with the Harlem High School, just outside of Rockford, the McChesney Park area. So she'll hit for Cram. A big spot right here, Rock Valley looking to really break this open. Bases are loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, she popped it up. Infield fly rule is in effect. Stramalia makes the catch for out number 1. Didn't matter, the out was automatic. Big first out right there. So the runners remain where they're at. Freeberg at third, Ranchero at second, Fry at first, and Reardon, the batter, takes a strike. We could take a ground ball double play. That would be nice at this point. So Rock Valley went with the pinch hitter for the 9th place batter. Didn't pay off. And we'll see if Stramalia can take care of Reardon here. He had a 2-run homer earlier, as we mentioned. There's the double play ball. They're going to go home. They'll get the force, get the sure out. So they go to short way. Boshold home to Savino to cut down Freeberg. 6-2 on the fielder's choice. So Ranchero to third, Fry to second, Reardon at first, and now here's Bailey Reynolds. Walked her last time up and takes a called strike. Seven to 2 Rock Valley here in the top of the 5th. They have the bases loaded. It was first with nobody out. Now 2 outs. Scooped up, Boshold fields it cleanly and throws out Reynolds, and Stramalia gets out of the jam in the 5th. Rock Valley had the bases loaded, nobody out, and they failed to score. No runs, no hits, an error. 3 left on base. We'll see if the bats can get going. Triton trailing 7-2.
At bat number 2, Ariana Claudio.
Tim McKinney back at the softball field. We head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if the offense can get going. The Trojans trail Rock Valley 7-2. Heart of the order due up 2, 3, and 4. Claudio, Cherry, and Boshold. And Claudio takes ball 1. She's 0 for 2, flied out the center her last time up. And takes a called strike. The count's even at 1. Again, Milas on the mound. National Player of the Week last week in Division 3. Off the end of the bat to third. Fielded by Reynolds. And that's out number 1. So Claudio 0 for 3 on the day. And I'll bring up Caitlin Cherry.
Caitlin Cherry.
Cherry singled and scored her last time up. And fouls that pitch out of play. Ball missed low. One pitch. Bouncer to short. Fielded by Reardon. And that's out number 2. They don't make many mistakes out there on the field, do Rock Valley. Defense has been very clean for them.
At number 11, Celeste Boschhold.
So here's Celeste Boschhold. 2 outs, nobody on. And got ahead of that one. Fly ball to right, routine, and caught by Fry. And the Trojans go down quietly. 1-2-3 in the 5th. Boy, big inning there by Milas to take down the heart of the order for Triton very easily. 1-2-3. We'll head to the 6th. Rock Valley 7, Triton 2. We head to the 6th inning. Big part of the Rock Valley order up. Polfus, Green will re-enter, and then Benner 3, 4, and 5. And we'll see if Stramalia can get them retired. That's right to Boschhold. 1 pitch, 1 out. Hey, we'll take that. So Polfus is retired. 1 for 3 on the day. Just got to get holds here. Got 6 more outs to work with due to Trojans. So here's Green, who re-enters. Hit the 2-run homer her last time up in the 4th. That made it 7-2 where we stand right now. Grounder, second, and that's out number 2. So Green grounds out to Claudio. And so far, 2 up, 2 down, and Stramalia has done a nice job. Settling down in this inning. Here's Sarah Benner, first pitch swinging. Fly ball deep to left, and that's gone. 4th home run of the day for Rock Valley. And they're attacking early in the count. And Benner goes deep. And it's now an 8-2 Golden Eagle lead. And again, these home runs, they've been no doubters today in this wind. I don't think the wind's blowing out, but I don't think they've needed much help from the wind today, how they've been hitting them. She just kind of golfed that one out, how that swing was. Yeah, just when you thought you would have a 1-2-3 inning, Rock Valley a 2-out hit, and an insurance run. So now here's Kayla Freeberg. Got hit by a pitch her last time up. She's reached base all 3 times. A base hit, an error, and a hit batter. Basho this time will throw her out as they go early in the count again due to Golden Eagles. But they do get a run, an insurance run. Sarah Benner, the solo homer. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Rock Valley 8, Triton 2.
At number 22, Samantha Nelson.
Bottom of the 6th, Samantha Nelson will lead it off for the Trojans, trailing 8-2 against the number 1 team in the nation in Division III, Rock Valley. Foul ball off to the right. Again, they're the 6-time defending national champions. They entered this one 6-2 with COVID. They didn't make any out-of-state spring trip like they probably would have under normal circumstances. So they only have 8 games under their belts. They split a doubleheader with Parkland. That was one of their losses, and it was an extra inning game. The other loss was to Illinois Central in their last doubleheader that they played before today that they split. Nelson chased after the high heat. 0-2. Nelson, Kirkwood, and Pullman are due up in this inning for the Trojans. Outside, 1-2. On this cool and windy early spring afternoon here in River Grove. Wind blowing out the dead center. And she swings after it, the ball off the backstop. So plenty of time for Freeberg to throw out Nelson for the first out.
At bat number 4, Kaylee Kirkwood.
Just the 3rd strikeout for Milas this afternoon. Here's Kaylee Kirkwood. She was one of the strikeout victims swinging her last time up. 0 for 2 and fouls that one off the screen toward the left. Well, time running out here for Triton, but the Rock Valley power has been on display today. 4 home runs. A 3-run homer, a pair of 2-run homers, and a solo homer for the Golden Eagles. There's strike 2 called. The pitch from Milas. Off the screen again to the left. Still 0-2. And the pitch, another foul ball. Watch out, 5th Avenue. That ongoing traffic. 0-2 to count. Up and in, 1-2. Ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. 8-2, Rock Valley. And after being ahead 0-2, a good job here by Kirkwood to work the count full. Payoff pitch. Bouncer, deep in the hole, it's short. Reardon knocks it down and will not have a play. And that'll be an infield hit for Kaylee Kirkwood. 5th hit of the day for Triton. Rock Valley has a total of 8 hits on the afternoon. Here's Geneva Pullman. She's reached base twice, RBI single in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and takes a called strike. And the 0-1 pitch, called strike 2. Got to string together some hits if you're the Trojans. Upstairs, 1-2. You know you can't get it all back at once. Got to string some hits together and then hope for the big hit. But you're facing a very good pitcher here today. Swing and a miss, that's strike 3. Pullman goes down swinging. So 2 of the 4 strikeouts for Milas have come in this inning. And it's going to be up to Peyton Savino.
Peyton Savino.
0 for 1 officially. Had a sac bunt her last time up. And loops one in the right field for a base hit. Backhanded by Fry. Knocked it down. That will allow Kirkwood to take 3rd. And the Trojans have runners at the corners, 2 outs. And now here's Melissa Gonzalez.
At bat number 6, Melissa Gonzalez.
Gonzalez got hit by a pitch her last time up. Takes a called strike, and she just gets ahead of hitters as Milas. That's just the key thing. That first pitch strike just sets things up in her favor. The 0-1 shortens up the bunt. No one's at first. She's going to beat it out. Everyone is safe. Kirkwood scores, and it's an 8-3 game. And Gonzalez trying to fire her teammates up over there at first base. So they play some small ball to get the run home.
Carissa Bombardier.
So Kirkwood scores. Savino at 2nd. Gonzalez at 1st. And we'll be back to the top of the order. The Bombardier is the Rock Valley infield. Talks about what they need to do here against Bombardier and how they should play defensively. Eight-3 score. See if Bombardier can keep the rally going here. Did she go around? Yes, she did. They appeal. The 0-1. Strike 2 called. And now Bombardier in the hole, 0-2. 2 on, 2 out, a run home. Trojans trailing Rock Valley 8-3. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch coming up. Pop that up, and Milas will make the catch at the mound to retire the side. So the Trojans just not able to get the big hit today, but they do string together a couple to scratch a run. 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We'll head to the 7th inning. Rock Valley 8, Triton 3. You're watching Triton Softball live on the Triton YouTube channel, TritonAthletics.com. Be the bottom third of the order for Rock Valley. Ranchero, Fry, and then we'll see if they imagine it's going to still be Fudge. We'll see if it's Cram or Fudge in that 9th spot. Stramalia's first pitch is ball 1. 8-3, the Golden Eagles have the lead here in the top of the 7th. Game 1 of this doubleheader. And Rock Valley, number 1 in the nation in Division 3. There's a called strike, 1-1, the 6-time defending national champions in Division 3. Of course, Triton, for many years, have now been in Division 2. There's a strike called, 1-2. Ranchero, 1 for 2. His single to score a run, and also has reached on a fielder's choice. Oh, that's off the leg of Stramalia, and I hope she's okay. Oh, my goodness, that hit her flush right on the shin. Oh, my goodness. And Christina Christopher, along with our trainer Kelly Edwards, will come out to look at Stramalia. That got her flush. Wow. She went straight down, and off that follow-through, that left shin was a wide open target, and that got her square. Oh. Hopefully she's okay. So a little light mist starts to fall. She just went down immediately. And I would imagine no matter what, this has to be the end of the day for her on the mound. And this place is, after all the cheering and excitement, has suddenly become rather quiet. And of course, we saw Alyssa pitch the game we called. We've streamed many games since against Heartland, and she's up on her own power. But it will be all today for Alyssa Stramalia, and let's keep our fingers crossed that it's maybe no more than a bit of a bone bruise at worst with that line drive she took. So they do get her back to the dugout, and we'll have to await what the move will be by Christina Christopher, as we will have a new Triton pitcher. And Geneva Pullman is going to take over on the mound for Stramalia. Yeah, this is a tough spot. You got a runner at first, nobody out. You have to keep this high-powered Rock Valley team at bay. So Christina Christopher talking over the changes defensively with the home plate umpire. And while Pullman warms up, we'll step aside for a quick moment and we'll fill you in on the defensive movements of the Trojans in a moment here on the Triton YouTube channel and TritonAthletics.com. All right, so we're back. So, looks like we got Alexis Maldonado now will play third. As that first pitch by Pullman is low for a ball. Geneva Pullman now pitching, swing and a miss. Bouncer, that's a fair ball down the line. That's trouble. Second and third, nobody out. Pitch missed for a ball. So Fry to double. And it is Cram who's back up for Rock Valley. Golden Eagles looking to get the knockout punch here in this inning. They're already in control, up by 5, but you really can make things difficult for Triton. 2-2. Actually, correction, the count's 2 It was 2-1 entering that pitch. It's now 3-1. Scoreboard was wrong. They got that corrected. And they'll appeal. No swing. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. No balls, 2 strikes. One and 2. Count now levels. 2 and 2. Reardon reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. Again, she's one of the 4 that have homered today for Rock Valley. Home runs have counted for all their runs. Swing and a miss, and that's a big first out. They haven't scored any other way today. So the Trojans' alignment now with those changes. Melissa Gonzalez went from right to left. Bombardier went from left to center. Claudio went from second to right. Cherry went from third over to second. And then Maldonado took Cherry's slot at third. Again, Boschhold still remaining at short. Kirkwood still at first. Savino catching for Pullman, who's now on the mound. Well, they got out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Back in the 5th, can the Trojans pull off the magic act here? This should help. The short, they'll go home. They get the force. That's what happened the last time for out number 2. So Ranchero forced out at the plate. That's out number 2 in the inning. As Boschhold fires home to Savino. Now here's Polfus. Takes ball 1. Again, Geneva Pullman in relief for the injured Stramalia. There's a strike called, 1-1. Polfus grounded out to short her last time up. Claudio, Cherry, and Boschhold will be due up in the 7th. That's ripped right to Melissa Gonzalez. Actually, Maldonado, over at third. She was right there perfectly to make the catch of the line drive, and an excellent work by Geneva Pullman in a very difficult spot. Coming in cold after the injury to Stramalia. Bases loaded, nobody out. She gets out of the jam here in the 7th. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. Last of the 7th, can the Trojans put together a comeback? They trail Rock Valley 8-3.
At bat number 2, Ariana Claudio.
Last of the 7th. Well, this is it for the Trojans here in Game 1. 10-game winning streak at stake against this very strong Rock Valley team. 8-3, the Golden Eagles have the lead. Ariana Claudio leads off and takes a strike from Ashton Milas, going for the complete game. Way out in front, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2, 3, and 4. It's Claudio, Cherry, and Boshold. But again, this top of the order has been shut down today by Milas. Only 1 hit combined. That was by Cherry in the 3rd. 1 and 2. And I think the key for her is that she's been getting ahead of the count, been getting ahead of the hitters here today. That's just when you want to play against a good offensive lineup like Triton. That's just the key. Little roller, the 3rd, and they're going to get the infield hit. We'll take it. That's a start.
At bat number 7, Caitlin Cherry.
So here's Caitlin Cherry. Rounded out the 3rd, short, I should say, her last time up. That hit the 8th of the day for Triton. Pitch missed high, ball 1. Again, game 2 of this doubleheader will follow. Outside, ball 2. And Stramalia getting carted off. And our thoughts are with her. Hopefully it's not too serious. That pitch fouled out of play, but Kelly Edwards in the training cart is going to take Alyssa off for some further evaluation in the training room. 2 and 1. That's ball 3. Well, let's see if Triton can maybe rally for her here in this bottom of the 7th. Leadoff batter on, nobody out. Triton down 8-3. Well, maybe they're not going to cart her off to the training room. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Maybe they might have, I think, someone helping her to her vehicle friend. Maybe they might take her over there across the street to the Gottlieb to have her get checked out a little further there. Maybe get that left shin area x-rayed. Fly ball, shallow right, and making the play will be Fry for out number 1. So Cherry retired. Now here's Celeste Boshold.
At bat number 11, Celeste Boshold.
Talked about the top 3rd, but Boshold in the 4th spot, 2 for 3, pair of singles and RBI. She flied out the right her last time up. And that's a grounder to 2nd, and they'll take the sure out with the big lead as Ranchero throws out Boshold, and the Trojans are down to their final out.
At bat number 22, Samantha Nelson.
So Claudio at 2nd, and Rock Valley at this point can care less about her. They're going to focus on the batter and Samantha Nelson. 0 for 2 on the day, has walked. Takes a called strike, and again, she just keeps getting ahead of the hitters here. That's just been the key to her success today. Missed upstairs. 1 and 1. Again, we'll have game 2 of this doubleheader in about 20 to 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That's drilled into right field for a hit. Claudio's going to score. Nelson an RBI single, and the Trojans are still alive. It's an 8-4 game. Triton's had a lot of singles, but they have not been able to get the long ball like Rock Valley has today. Again, all 8 Rock Valley runs have been from the long ball. They haven't put that Triton run on the board, but it should be an 8-4 game as that one is fouled out of play toward 5th Avenue. And now there's the run on the board, 8-4. Kaylee Kirkwood, she singled and scored her last time up. But again, it's been singles for Triton today. Really no extra base hits. Rock Valley, 4 home runs on the day to account for all of their offense. Trinity Fry, 3-run homer. 2-run homers by Kelly Reardon and Jenna Green. And then Sarah Benner, a solo shot. That one off the screen. And now Triton down in their final out. Or final strike. And out, actually. But now literally down to the final strike. 1-2 to count to Kirkwood. Nelson at first. And the pitch. Off the mitt of Freeburg. And Nelson will advance to second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Off the screen. Good cut there by Kirkwood. Two pitch, driving up the middle. That's a base hit. Nelson will hold it third. They're at the corners. Well, you just want to put yourselves in position to have the tying run come to the plate. If Pullman can reach, Triton will be in that situation. Darren Monroe out to the mound.
You got it. Hello, and welcome to the Death Trail.
Here's Pullman. They're at the corners. Just got to keep the line moving, get that tying run to the plate. Set up a chance for a long ball to tie it. But again, another first pitch strike. But a good job by Pullman in the top half of that inning to get out of that bases loaded jam. 8-4 Rock Valley. Popped it up, but out of play off to the left. And once again, the Trojans are down to their final strike. Mila set. The 0-2. Grounder past third, but it's foul. Foul ball. Still alive is Pullman and the Trojans. Pullman is 1 for 2 on the day. She drove in Triton's first run with an RBI single back in the second inning. Nelson at third, Kirkwood at first. The 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. They'll try again. If Pullman can keep this alive, Peyton Savino would be next. The pitch. Drilled. Fair ball! Down the line! No! Did they call it fair? Yes, they did. That's a hit and a run. How everyone hesitated for a moment, I didn't know. But it was fair just inside the line. And a big hit right there. That will drive in Nelson. Kirkwood the second. Holman aboard.
Number 8, Peyton Savino.
And now you're in a situation with the tying run at the plate, and a long ball can tie it. Here's Savino. And that's another first pitch strike. It's 8-5. Trojans have fought back to make this very interesting late, and now Darren Monroe's going to make some defensive changes here. Emily Hooker is in. And also Elizabeth Schreiner is in as well for Rock Valley. So we got a new third baseman. 1-1 to count. And a new outfielder. That one popped back and out of play. And again, the Trojans are down to their final strike for the third straight batter. 1-2 to count. The Peyton Savino, the Trojans trailing 8-5 in the bottom of the seventh. The pitch, bouncer to short. They're going to throw to first, and they get Savino, and the ball game is over, and Rock Valley hangs on to win the ball game. Triton made it exciting and battled late, but it's the Golden Eagles who prevail by the final of 8-5. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Golden Eagles. They strand 10. 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for Triton. They strand 9. Rock Valley improves now to 7-2 on the year. With the loss, the 10-game winning streak ends for the Trojans. Their record will fall to 14-6. We'll have Game 2 of this doubleheader in about 25 minutes from the softball field. Until then, Tim McKinney saying a brief so long. Again, the final, Rock Valley 8, Triton 5. You've been watching the Triton YouTube channel and TritonAthletics.com. The stream will continue, and we'll be back with you for Game 2.
just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. Yeah. All I ever wanted was a rollie. All I ever wanted was a rollie. Cooler than a snowman with the ice all on me. Now your chick all on me, on me. My rollie don't tick tock, it just glide. Keep staring at it or you might go blind. I be moving clean, I don't even try. All I see is bands, I spy. Yeah, that way. I need that moolah by Tuesday. Yeah, that way. I low key feel like funk sway. I just now got started. Got views, I'm popping. My diamonds gone retarded. Yo, girl on deck is a party. I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. Yeah. All I ever wanted was a rollie. All I ever wanted was a rollie. Cooler than a snowman with the ice all on me. Now your chick all on me.
Blue face rolling, red face rolling, ayy. Purple face rolling like some Teletubbies, ayy. Baby diamonds wet, shining like some guppy. Whoa, yo man, hating probably 'cause his girl love me, ayy. I pull up to the mall and I'm flexing on your face. Jaleo in the cut and he got them buckets, got the buck. White sticks got me going crazy, ayy. Your girl love me 'cause she probably want my baby, ayy. Ice on my neck cost like 5K. I want a girl built just like Kim K. Karate chop that bitch like a sensei. Hey, pull up in a Rari on a pit.
I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I dance. Have you looking at it, put you in a trance. Yeah. All I ever wanted was a rollie. All I ever wanted was a rollie. Cooler than a snowman with the ice all on me. Now your chick all on me,
'em out, come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Coming live from the VIP, heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Hope dead to the state, wanna see my knee. The whole city got pissed, heard he got three. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he passed out. Who said the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Rounds don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows through my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. Got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Point the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah, what other southern rapper hood than this? They got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You rapping by blow, I don't move in the brick. Talk about shooting out, now we're doing it brick. If they hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If we catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of the time. I got me chromed out, hard talk, forever to shine. I got some time, they ain't nothing, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Point the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, what is 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you have what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and the best, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another.
And welcome back to the softball field as we are set for game 2 of this doubleheader today. Triton and Rock Valley. Golden Eagles took game 1, 8-5. And we'll see how Triton can answer here in game 2. And the first pitch is a called strike, as it's Geneva Pullman who will be pitching this second game for the Trojans. Reardon leading things off for Rock Valley. Kelly Reardon, count of 0-2. Bouncer past third and out of play. Pitch missed downstairs for a ball. Got one, lifted in the air to center, and it's caught by Bombardier for out number 1. So the Trojans defensively, they'll keep the same defense they ended game 1 with. Melody Gonzalez in left, Chris Bombardier in center, Iriana Claudio in right, Alexis Maldonado at third, Celeste Boshold at short, Caitlin Cherry at second, Kaylee Kirkwood at first, and Peyton Savino catching for Geneva Pullman. And the first pitch is a strike. Alyssa Ranchero moving up to the second spot in the lineup here in game 2. Slow roller toward first, and Kirkwood will lay on the tag for out number 2. Ball 1. Good pitch there for a strike. Kristen Fudge getting the start here in this second game. Came in as a pinch hitter in the last game. Popped out. 1-2 the count. Swung so hard, lost the hat. That pitch is fouled out of play. Still 1-2. And another foul ball off to the left. Watch out, Fifth Avenue. That one popped up. Shallow center. Coming out will be the shortstop, Boshold. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 first. Rock Valley goes down in order. Half inning done in game 2 of this doubleheader. Rock Valley nothing. Triton coming to bat. So we head to the bottom of the first. Scoreless game. Hannah Hockerman on the mound for Rock Valley, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Trojan lineup. Couple changes compared to game 1. It'll be Bombardier, Boschhold, then Cherry. Claudio, Gonzalez, Kirkwood, Maldonado, Nelson, Savino. See if Bombardier can get going. Didn't get a hit in that game 1 of this doubleheader. Takes outside, 2-2. That pitch grounded to third, and Reynolds will throw to first for the out. Retire Bombardier. And the first pitch, almost similar to game 2, just like game 1, a called strike. So it's going to be Melissa Gonzalez. One and one to count. I think I gave you the order wrong. I was kind of going off of what they had here on Game Changer, but the box score wasn't in lineup order. But we'll get you all situated here in a second. 2 and 1 to count. Cram is in left, Tosher in center, Green in right, Reynolds at third, Reardon at short, Renninger at second, Schreiner at first. Fudge is catching for Hockerman as there's a foul ball past third. So Rock Valley going very deep into their lineup here in this second game. As pretty much they almost have an entirely new group out there in this second game, for the exception of Cram, Reynolds, and Reardon. And Green, half the lineup is different. That pitch fouled, 2 and 2. Another foul ball. We'll try again. Rock Valley took game 1 of the doubleheader by the final of 8-5. Payoff pitch. She went around. That's strike 3. Here's Caitlin Cherry. Cherry playing second base. Again, they made the defensive alignments different after the Stramalia injury. Again, if you're just joining us, Alyssa Stramalia, who started game 1 for the Trojans, took a line drive off the shin. And they do have her at the hospital. I've been told that, to get that x-rayed. And as you would imagine, she is pretty bruised up. And again, our thoughts and prayers are that she's okay and it's not much more serious than a very bad bruise. 1-0 to count to Cherry. Popped it up. Wynn's going to carry this one pretty deep, and it's over the head of the center fielder, Tauscher. Cherry around second. She's going to head to third. That's a triple. And that one, the wind, I think, guided that one. That one just got up in the breeze and kept carrying. And for a moment I thought might have a chance to get out of here, but it went over the head of the center fielder. So here's Celeste Boschhold, and she takes a strike. The 0-1. That one up in the air in the breeze. Who's going to get it? It's caught by the second baseman, Renninger, to retire Desai. So the 2-out triple, and that's all for the Trojans in the bottom half of the first. We played 1 inning, game 2 of this doubleheader. It's Triton and Rock Valley scoreless. Jenna Green leads off the second for Rock Valley and takes a called strike from Geneva Pullman. Big cut there, swing and a miss. Second game of this doubleheader, Rock Valley took game 1 8-5. Top of the second here in game number 2. And that is crushed deep to left and way out of here. It's only 190 feet, and she took that one about 280. Green goes deep. Her second home run of the day. She hit a 2-run homer in game 1. And again, all the Rock Valley home runs have been via the long ball today, all off of home runs. And that solo homer by Green will give the Golden Eagles a 1-0 lead here in game 2. Game 1, they had a 3-run homer, a pair of 2-run homers, and a solo homer to account for their 8 runs. And they get an early tally off another home run. Here to start the second game. Here's Bailey Reynolds, the third baseman. Ball 1. Reynolds reached base twice in game 1 via hit batter and a walk. One pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Outside, counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got her swinging, strike 3. First out of the second. Reynolds goes down swinging. So here's Scout Cram. She batted in the 9th slot in game 1. Now in the 6th slot here in game 2. This game out in left field. Takes outside and the count's even at 1. That Rock Valley bench, they keep on chanting. They chant pretty much the whole game. That's off the end of the bat, line to left, and is caught by Gonzalez in left for the second out. The one thing that hasn't changed since the start of game one has been the wind. So Elizabeth Schreiner playing first base. This will be her first plate appearance for Schreiner. Takes outside. And it should be a count of one. Nope, there actually is say 2 balls, no strikes to count. Bouncer past third and out of play. Pitch. Fouled back. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Schreiner goes down swinging. Couple strikeouts in the inning. But the leadoff homer by Jenna Green gets Rock Valley on the board. We'll head to the bottom of the second. And it's Rock Valley 1, Triton nothing. Samantha Nelson will lead off the Trojan half of the second. And the one thing these Rock Valley pitchers have done well today, first pitch strikes. Hockerman's pitch, and it's now 1-1. And that wind just keeps whipping around out there toward center. Thankfully, the wind's not. That one's popped up. And diving is the first baseman to make the catch, Schreiner. Nice play in very difficult conditions. So I'll bring up now Kaylee Kirkwood. Kirkwood had a pair of singles in game one. Takes ball one. Darvell, you're lucky the wind's not blowing the other direction or you'd be in a lot of trouble in that booth over there. That thing will go down like the gingerbread house. Or no, it was not the ginger. I'm getting my fairy tales mixed up. The big bad wolf. They got the chain gang, I see, to hold that thing up. I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Because it blew it down the other day. I know that for certain. There's a strike called. It's 2-1. Yeah, if that wind was going the other way, you guys would be in trouble over there. I feel like we're batting down the hatches over here. You Betsy with the live stream trying to keep this thing together. That one line foul by the Triton dugout. The wind gusting between 20 to 25 miles an hour. It was 53 degrees when we started. Pitch missed high, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Kirkwood goes down on strikes.
Hello, and welcome to the death rail.
It's kind of strange because even with the wind, the temperature's gone up actually, believe it or not. 57 is the official temperature showing now, but it doesn't feel like it, I'll tell you that. Pullman, 1-1 to count. She's pitching, she's batting. And that one fouled off the screen. 1-0, Rock Valley. We're in the bottom of the second inning. But Darvell, no one can't say I'm not a trooper. I actually stayed for the second game today. Aren't you impressed with that? They're not giving me overtime either, I've been told, but I'm here. That one, watch out, watch out, watch out, cars going by. 1-2. And we got a steady flow of traffic because beyond the right field fence is the T building. The famous T building where the COVID vaccinations are going on. Triton, one of the designated COVID vaccination sites here in Cook County. That one up in the breeze. High fly ball, deep to right. And it's misplayed in right. And this is going to be another 2-out triple for Triton. Well, they misplayed one the last inning in the breeze. But this time we'll see if Triton can cash in. So we talked about in game 1, all they can get were singles. They have 2 hits, both triples in this game, but the timing of them have come with 2 outs and nobody on. But Green had issues out there in right, trying to play that one in the wind. So here's Maldonado making her first plate appearance today. Again, she came in that defensive switch when Stramalia got hurt in game 1. That one outside, ball 2. Again, we just passed 6 o'clock. This doubleheader started at 3. Got some dark clouds in the distance, but the rain, for the most part, has stayed away. That's off the screen, 2-1. We had like a brief mist for about maybe a 5-minute period in game 1, and that was it. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Maldonado, freshman, Morden High School. Ball 3, full count. Hockerman set. Payoff pitch. And Maldonado draws a 2-out walk. So they're at the corners. And Peyton Savino will step in. So Claudio is the one in the lineup not batting in this game on the field, and right, since Pullman, despite pitching, is hitting. Strike 1 to Savino. Like to draw even and answer here quickly if you're Triton. Nice pitch there, knee high. Strike 2. Savino was 1 for 2 in game 1. Had a single, had a sack, a bunt. She batted in the 8th slot in game 1 and the 9 hole here in game 2. Swing and a miss, chased after it. One and 2. So apparently the count on the board was wrong, so my apologies. I'm following the board. Little snubber to short, and Reardon will throw out Savino to retire the side. So again, the Trojans get a 2-out triple. Don't score. They leave 2 on base. We'll head to the 3rd inning. Rock Valley 1, Triton nothing.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
We're moving along.
Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, now, we're going to do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. Right foot, left stump. Left foot, left stump. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. Right foot, left stump. Left foot, left stump. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. 1 hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Get funky with it. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hops this time. Right foot, left stump. Left foot, left stump.
Caitlin Regnier will lead it off for Rock Valley. Takes ball one. Regnier getting the start at second base here in game two for the Golden Eagles. And the count now even at 1. She's out of Richmond, Illinois. Went to Richmond Burden High School. And that one gets up in the breeze. That's deep to left. That one is gone. Another home run for Rock Valley. The only difference in this second game, they've been solo homers. The 6th home run of this doubleheader. Regnier, in her first at bat of the day, goes deep. And it's 2-0. Golden Eagles. So now they'll bring up Isabella Toscher. Toscher getting the start out in center field. She did not play in game one as well. Takes a strike. Toscher out of Belvedere, Illinois, went to Belvedere North High School. Just outside of Rockford, just east of Rockford. Bouncer to short. Basho not able to play it off the hop. And Tauscher will be aboard. And now we're back to the top of the order. And Kelly Reardon. Flied out to center her first time up and takes ball one outside. Top of the third, we're in game two of this doubleheader. Rock Valley took game one 8-5. They lead game two 2-0. Grounder for 6. And they won't turn it, but they do get the force out. Cherry to Boschhold. They force out Tauscher. For the first out, Reardon will be aboard via the fielder's choice. So I'll bring up Alyssa Ranchero. Designated batter for the pitcher. Takes outside. Suddenly the clouds are trying to clear up and the sun has come out from behind us. Looped and caught by Cherry. No chance for the double play as Reardon slides back to first, but Ranchero retired for out number 2. So here's Kristen Fudge, the catcher. Popped out to shorter first time up. Runner goes. Throw to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Reardon. And again, Rock Valley has not scored a run without a home run today. All of their runs have occurred on home runs. They have not scored any other way today. Two 2-0 now to count. Bouncer to third, fielded by Maldonado. Solid throw to first. In time to retire Fudge. And the Golden Eagles in the third. But Rock Valley does add to the lead. A run, a hit, and it was a big one. A solo homer by Caitlin Renninger. 1 error, 1 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It's now Rock Valley 2 and Triton nothing.
know how to get down on the floor. Experience the moves you can't ignore. But something about this beat that's got me hooked. Come over here and take a closer look. 'Cause I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't stay on the ground. Whoa,
Carissa Bombardier will lead it off, top of the order for Triton, down 2-0. Tim McKinney here at the softball field. We're in the bottom of the third inning, game 2 of this doubleheader. Hannah Hockerman pitching for Rock Valley. Fouled it back, and the ball got stuck in the netting. All right, Darvell, see, can you get that one? They're going to come with the baseball bat to plug it out. Well, we thought. This is like basketball when the basketball gets stuck in between the rim and the backboard. The home plate umpire is going to try and dislodge the ball, and there we go. That's ingenuity at its finest right there. And after all that, it is no balls and 1 strike. We do have a baseball update from Kankakee. We'll give that to you in a moment. Bunt laid down, charging in at third was Reynolds, but it's called foul. Baseball was down 13-11 in the top of the 9th at Kankakee. And they had a nice winning streak. They've won every game at home since they returned from down south. But they're in danger of, like similar to softball, seeing their long win streak get snapped today. Softball had a 10-game winning streak entering play today. Bombardier pops it up, down the line and left, but it's going to fall out of play. Baseball had an 11-game winning streak entering the day. That's a base hit to left field. So there's Bombardier's first hit of the day. Good beginning. See if we can get this game even up here. Down 2-0. Melissa Gonzalez will be next. But plenty of action on the YouTube channel. Baseball tomorrow, but it's a JV game, not the regular squad. JV squad will take on Roosevelt University. I believe it's a 3 o'clock game tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Then we'll have men's basketball, home finale of the regular season versus Kankakee at 8 p.m. And then we'll have softball and baseball simultaneously Sunday. Softball doubleheader versus South Suburban at noon. Baseball will have a single game at 1 versus Oakton. And all that will be here live on the Triton YouTube channel, TritonAthletics.com. 1-1 to count to Gonzalez. Bunts, and it's foul, strike 2. Gonzalez struck out her only time up in this second game. And an RBI single in game 1 of the doubleheader. Trojans have had some chances here in this game, but have not been able to cash in. See if they can in this inning. She'll shorten the bunt now, swings away, and fouls it back. 2-0 Rock Valley leading. We're in the bottom of the third inning. And they'll say that hitter. Didn't get her by much, but it was good enough. So 2 on, nobody out. So here's Caitlin Cherry. Big opportunity here for Triton. Hockerman's first offering to Caitlin. It's a called strike. I have to say about 90% of the first pitches by both of their starters have been first pitch strikes here today. Just makes your life so much easier on the mound. Gives the pitcher control of the at-bat and what they want to do in the sequence. And Cherry goes after that one, fouls it out of play off to the right, and now she's down in the count 0-2. The 0-2. Missed outside, ball 1. Hockerman's pitch. Bouncer up the middle, that gets through for a base hit. Gets all the way to the walls. The outfield can't play it. It's going to play it in 2. Cherry's on her way to third, and Triton ties the game up at 2. Another triple for Cherry. 2 RBIs, and we're even. Bombardier and Gonzalez each score. And now a chance to grab the lead. Here's Celeste Basho. And Triton has not led at all today in either one of these 2 games. But the Trojans get the big extra base hit to drive in multiple runs. Now can they get the lead? That one a wild pitch. They're going to take the lead that way. Cherry scores. It's 3-2 Triton. Well, we'll take it that way. Wild pitch brings in the run, and the Trojans enjoy their first lead of the day. So, a reset for Rock Valley. Nobody on, nobody out. There's a drive. That's deep to center. That is gone. Home run. Celeste Basho goes deep. The first homer of the day for Triton. And they're up 4-2. So that Triton offense has woken up in this second game. And some of it did carry over the way they did end that game 1. They got a couple runs, had the tie and run at the plate. And that's going to be it for Hockerman. Darren Monroe will ask for the ball, and we're going to have a new Rock Valley pitcher. 4 runs in the inning for Triton to take the lead. Still nobody out. And we'll tell you about the new Rock Valley pitcher. After this, we'll come back on the Triton YouTube channel and TritonAthletics.com. Jenna Lawson is the new Rock Valley pitcher. Lefty out of Durant, Iowa. She'll face Samantha Nelson and a swing and a foul back off the screen. Bashold probably might be thinking to herself, I didn't want that wild pitch to happen right before the previous one, or she could have got an extra RBI. But I think she'll be happy for the home run. Deep in the hole and short, and plenty of time for Reardon to throw out Nelson for out number 1. So here's Kaylee Kirkwood. Kirkwood takes slow for ball 1. Two and 0. So it is the final. The baseball team, their winning streak gets snapped at 11 games. Kankakee defeated them 13-11 down in Kankakee today. Swing and a miss, 2-1. And again, the JV squad will be in action tomorrow at 3 o'clock versus Roosevelt University JV. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. Four to 2, Triton has the lead. Against this top-rated Division III Rock Valley squad. 6-time defending national champs. Bouncer to second. And Regninger will throw out Kirkwood for out number 2. So here's Geneva Pullman. Pullman tripled her first time up. A little off-speed pitch there. Took something off. Did Lawson for a called strike. That one ripped foul by the Triton dugout. Strike 2. Bouncer, the second, Regninger. And she'll throw out Pullman to retire the side. But a big inning for Triton. They put up 4 runs on the board on 3 hits. No errors, nobody left. The 2-run triple by Caitlin Cherry. Then she scored on a wild pitch. Celeste Bashold fouled with a solo homer. And we'll head to the 4th. It's Triton 4 and Rock Valley 2. Tim McKinney back at the softball field. Jenna Green will lead it off for Rock Valley. Takes ball one. Middle of the order, Green, Reynolds, and Cram for the Golden Eagles to face Geneva Pullman. Green got Rock Valley on the board, a solo homer in the second. Again, all the Rock Valley runs today have been off of the long ball. 2 solo homers in this game by Green and Caitlin Regninger have accounted for their 2 runs. But Triton, the 4 spot in their half of the third, they have the lead. That pitch fouled out of play. It's 2-1. Still cloudy, dark clouds. The rain has stayed away. Lights have been on throughout the day. And within the next half hour, the sun will be setting and darkness will be taking effect here at the ballpark. And that's one of the beauties now about having the lights, because in years past, we'd be rushing against the clock to try and get this game in. But no worries about that today. Ball 4, Green, the free pass to open the Rock Valley 4. So Bailey Reynolds will be the batter, but I think we're going to have a runner for Green. And we will. That looks like that's number 30. That's Elizabeth Cizek. It's out of Glen Ellen, went to Glen Bard South. Reynolds struck out her first time up in this second game and takes ball 1 as behind the plate Savino getting out of her stance quickly, trying to keep a close eye on Cizek over at first. She goes, nope, bluff goes, and ball 2. Now this is when that speed can give the pitcher a problem. You're worried about the runner trying to steal. You lose focus on the batter. 2-0. That is drilled deep to left, and it is foul. Oh, my goodness. That ball was torched again. But it counts as a long strike. 2-1. Top of the 4th inning. 4-2, Triton has the lead. Ball 3 low, and Pullman in danger of getting into some more trouble here. Fell behind, and that one is lined to center. That ball was tagged, but right to Bombardier, and Reynolds is retired for out number 1. They gave her the green light on 3-1, and she had a good cut, did Reynolds, but thankfully, right place, right person at Bombardier in center. Here's Scout Cram, and she goes around, strike 1. Cram flied out the left, her first time up. Wind still blowing out towards center. Outside, 1-1. Bouncer to the mound. One play. That's the first low throw, but it's dug out by Kirkwood. Luckily, they get the out as Pullman rushed at a little bit, throwing the first. Cizek will take second, and that's the second out of the inning. And now I think the umpires will talk about it. I think Darren Monroe want the umpires at least to discuss it. And the infield umpire talked to the home plate umpire, and they confirmed that it wasn't out. And Pullman did retire Cram. And Kirkwood, again, a good job there at first to dig that throw out. Soft liner caught by Kirkwood at first, And that ends the inning as Schreiner is retired off the soft liner. So the leadoff walk does no damage, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left. Good inning for Pullman after the 4 spot to get a 0 put on the board. Through 3.5. Triton 4, Rock Valley 2. Maldonado will lead it off for Triton. And guess what? A call at first strike. Maldonado, Savino, and back to the top of the order to Bombardier. 8-9-1 facing Jenna Lawson in her first fresh inning of relief. Because she did come in with nobody out and nobody on, but that was after Triton put 4 on the board against Hannah Hockerman. Pitch missed outside, 1-2. But this doubleheader's had a good pace to it. Again, as you figure of 2 good ball clubs, 2 competitive games. Tried to check her swing, but went around. That's going to be strike 3, though. Laid a tag to make the out official, and that's out number 1. As Fudge puts a tag on Maldonado. First strikeout in relief for Jenna Lawson. It's Peyton Savino, grounded out to short her first time up. And how about that? A first pitch ball from Rock Valley finally. Again, they've been 2 competitive, good ball games here. Rock Valley took game 1, 8-5. Bunt laid down. Fudge picks it up. Doesn't have a play, kept it in her pocket. Bunt single for Peyton Savino. Sixth hit in this second game for Triton. They've out-hit the Golden Eagles 6-2, but the 2 hits for Rock Valley were both home runs. Solo ones, thankfully. So back to the top of the order in Bombardier. Got a single her last time up and scored in that 4-run third. Got it going. She's 1 for 2. And bunts foul. Now they'll switch out the softballs. No balls, 1 strike to Bombardier. Off the end of the bat, that's going to fall in the infield. Can everyone get there? Yes, they will. Everyone is safe. 2 on, 1 out. The only question was, would Savino be able to get the second in time not to get forced? And she did. A swinging bunt hit over the infield by Bombardier. Her second straight hit. And now here's Melissa Gonzalez. First and second for the Trojans, 1 out. And Gonzalez takes the ball. And there's a call. It's strike 1-1. Love to add to the lead here because you know this Rock Valley team can pound the ball. They've shown it here today with all the home runs they've hit, so the lead is not safe. You like to get it as large as you can right now. But again, we know Triton can hit the ball themselves. It's just taking them a while to show it here today. And they're working with the lead here now in this second game. 2-1 pitch from Jenna Lawson is a grounder. Shortstop steps on the bag, and that's all they'll get as Reardon gets the force out on Bombardier. Savino the third. Gonzalez will reach on the fielder's choice. 2 down in the inning, and we'll see if Caitlin Cherry can keep her good afternoon going. A pair of triples, and the last one was a 2-run triple that tied the game. And she's had a excellent start to the season thus far for Triton. Every time we see a recap or no box scores, she's usually a big part of them. Takes a ball. Sophomore out of Hebron, Indiana. That's driven into left center into the gap. It's off the fence. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run. And Cherry does it again. 2 more RBIs, and it's 6-2 Triton. A 2-run double for Caitlin Cherry. Drives in Savino and Gonzalez. Cherry 3 for 3 on the day. 4 RBIs in this second game. And some big insurance right there because, again, the more you can get against this Rock Valley team, the better. Ball 1-2. Celeste Boshold, who capped the 4-run third with the solo homer to center. That one is ripped into right center field. That's to the fence. Cherry's going to score. Boshold in the second standing with the double. It's 7-2 Trojans. And the Trojans, the top of the order, had their issues in game 1, but they have produced big time here in game 2. Boshold now 2 for 3 and 2 RBIs. Just split the gap in the right center field. Cherry scored easily. So after falling behind 2-0, the Trojans with 4 in the third, 3 here in the fourth. And here's Samantha Nelson. She's hit the ball hard, but no hits to show for it in this second game. 0 for 2, grounded out to short her last time up. Takes ball 1. Starting to get darker and darker, twilight. Light settling in. Nelson takes ball 2. Seven to 2 Triton. That one in the air, right field, but playable, and is caught in right by Green to end the inning. But a very good one for Triton. They add on to the lead. 2-out rally, 2-run double by Cherry, RBI double by Boschhold. They put 3 on the board, and we'll head to the 5th. It's Triton 7, Rock Valley 2.
Inside the dugout in the closet. I'll help you do it. We get it then when the game's over. We're gonna put it inside the dugout, inside the closet. So I'll help you with it.
So I'll take the bike back to my office because I spoke yesterday. Just in case they want it tomorrow, I won't be here tomorrow. So just in case they want it, or their guys want to do fun, I'll make sure it's over the table. Because I did take it out of that kit. I don't know why does that kit doesn't have an adapter. Well, I did add that to the battery anyway. I'll bring it back. I got the board, the adapter, the mic, the press box mic. Got one part of the mic. And the microphone is from their press box. Gotta do what we can around here. Caitlin Regnier will lead it off for Rock Valley. 8-9-1 in the order. Regnier, Tauscher, and Reardon. It's 7-2 Triton here in the top of the 5th. Regnier ahead 2-0. She hit a solo homer. Again, both Rock Valley run solo homers in this game. Every run in the doubleheader today had been off the long ball. They won the first one 8-5 to the Golden Eagles. But the Trojans looking to get the split. Again, 2 very well-matched teams. You figured this was going to be 2 good games. Regnier fouls it back. 2-2. That's why we figured we would be here to bring you the play-by-play of both games. This is a pretty big game for both of these teams. Good test for Rock Valley. Good test for Triton. Ball 3, count now full. Rock Valley should be the big heavy favorite in Division 3 in the region. So this is a good game for them once they get deeper into the year. High pop fly. Straightaway center. It is caught by Bombardier for out number 1. 2 runs on just 2 hits for Rock Valley. 7 runs on 8 hits for Triton. Trojans have committed the only error of the game. Isabella Tauscher takes ball 1. Tauscher reached on the error by Boschhold at shorter first time up. That one bounces foul outside of first. 1-1. But again, if you're a Geneva Pullman, you just want to keep the momentum going. Put another 0 on the board after you scored those runs to pad the lead. Keep the momentum. Put another 0 up there. That pitch just missed outside. 2-1. Bouncer on the infield, and that takes a bad hop on the turf. It'll be an infield hit for Tauscher. So back to the top of the order, Kelly Reardon. First pitch swinging, fly ball, shallow right near the line. Making the catch is Claudio for out number 2. Yeah, she's just out there defensively in this game and makes a good play out there and right for a big second out. So now here's Alyssa Ranchero. 2 outs, runner at first. Runner goes, throw to second, and they did not get her. Close play. Oh, Savino thought she had her, and I thought she did too. But apparently, Tauscher was able to get in there ahead of the tag. So runner in scoring position for Rock Valley, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, 1-1. But again, you have a big lead. 5 runs in this situation, 2 outs. Just got to focus on the batter. Get this third out. Get to the bottom of the 5th. That one gets away from Savino. Wild pitch. 2-1. So on the play, Tauscher now at third. But again, at this point, don't get consumed with the base runner. As long as you can find a way to get Ranchero out, it's not going to matter what happens with the runner at third. Popped it up. Right field. Claudio has it, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Good job there by Geneva Pullman to put a 0 on the board after the Trojans score in the previous half inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Triton 7 and Rock Valley 2. Kaylee Kirkwood fouls the first pitch out of play to open the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-2 in favor of the Trojans against Rock Valley. Missed high, 1-1. This Rock Valley team, top Division III team in the country, 6-time defending national champs. Again, these two are former conference rivals until Triton left the N4C last year. Trojans, of course, now independent. 2-1. Kirkwood, Pullman, and Maldonado 6, 7, and 8 in the Triton order up in this inning. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Trojans fell behind 2-0, but put 4 on the board in the 3rd, 3 on the board in the 4th, and have the lead. 2-2 pitch. Bouncer passed first and out of play. Jenna Lawson in relief. Her 3rd inning. Trojans knocked out Hannah Hockerman in the 3rd. Pitch fouled back. She gave up the first 4 runs. Lawson has given up the last 3. Rock Valley 7-2 on the year. Trojans 14-6. Grounder up the middle, backhanded attempt, but it's going to be an infield hit. as Regnier tried to backhand it, but was going to be a tough play for her anyway. And an infield hit to begin the fifth by Kaylee Kirkwood. So here's Geneva Pullman. Keep this momentum going. It's been all Triton this middle part of the game. Pullman, that one gets away from the catcher, Fudge. And on the second goes Kaylee Kirkwood, and it's 1-0 to Pullman. Wild pitch. Pullman is 1 for 2 in this second game. Tripled. And is grounded out. As I mentioned last thing, you just got to keep adding on against this high-powered Rock Valley team. Grounder deep in the hole, backhanded by Reardon, and she will not have a play. Infield hit for Geneva Pullman. 2 on, nobody out. So here's Alexis Maldonado. 0 for 1 has walked, has struck out. Big swing, but a miss. Strike 1. Pitch missed outside. We're even. 1-1. Trojans in a prime position to really distance themselves from Rock Valley in this game. 1-2 now to Maldonado. And she goes down swinging for out number 1. So I'll bring up Peyton Savino, the 9th place hitter in the order. Savino 1 for 2. He's done a nice job behind the plate in both games today. Love to see her get a run in, but this one right to the mound. Lawson will go to first for the sure out. That's out number 2. On the plate, Kirkwood the third, Pullman the second. So 2 down and back to the top of the order, and Carissa Bombardier. Bombardier 2 for 3. She has singled her last 2 times up. Has scored a run. See if Triton can get another big 2-out hit here. Rock Valley coming in. Don't want another bunt, but she pops it up on the infield. And the catcher, Fudge, not able to field it. It fell in, and everyone is safe. A run is in, and it's 8-2 Triton. So Fudge unable to field the pop-up on the infield, and it fell in fair. Kirkwood scores. Pullman the third. Bombardier aboard again. And she'll get the RBI. So that routine play, and Rock Valley gives Triton an extra out. Here's Melissa Gonzalez. Gonzalez lifts one in the air to left, but this is playable. Well hit, just shy of the fence, but Cram makes the catch to end the frame. But the Trojans do get a run. We'll call it 2 hits, an error on Rock Valley, and 2 left on base. We'll head to the 6th inning. Trojans are in control of this second game. They lead Rock Valley 8-2. You're watching Triton Softball live on the Triton YouTube channel. TritonAthletics.com.
Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. She said, come get me, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, yeah. Shorty got down and said, come and get me. Yeah. I got so caught up, now she told me, yeah. Having my girl, you the best of all me. Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming, she's all in her head now. Got me thinking that it might be a good fit to take with me. She's ready to leave. Then I gotta keep it real now.
Tim McKinney back at the ballpark. We're on to the 6th inning. 8-2 Triton. 3, 4, and 5 in the Rock Valley order due up to face Geneva Pullman, Kristen Fudge, Jenna Green, and Bailey Reynolds. And Fudge 0 for 2 takes ball 1. There's a called strike, 1-1. Again, the Trojans lost game 1 8-5, but it's been a different story in game 2. Popped it up. Shallow left. Who's going to take it? Gonzalez dropped it. Oh, my. Popped out of the mitt, and that'll be a 2-base error, and Rock Valley, again, another team you don't want to give extra outs to. And what appeared to be a routine play, the Golden Eagles have the leadoff runner at second base. So here's Jenna Green. Homered and has walked. And that one gets away. It's a called strike, but it gets away from Savino, and Fudge will take third. But again, you got a nice size lead to work with. Just got to keep focused on getting these batters out. Trust that your defense will make the plays behind you. Rock Valley, 6 outs to play with, down by 6. Pitch missed high. 1-1. Ball 2. Miss low, 3-1. And the rain has begun again. First time we've had rain in this second game. We had a brief sprinkle of mist in game 1. Grounder to third, and Maldonado will throw out Green, and that was a great play by Maldonado at third to look back to runner Fudge and then throw to first for the out. Good job over there at third. Keep that runner at bay. Rock Valley still has the runner at third, but now 1 out, and here's Bailey Reynolds. Low, and a good stop there by Savino. Again, just a light sprinkle, but this rain is sticking compared to what we had in game 1, and that kind of lasted for about 5 minutes around the 3rd or 4th inning of that game. One and one to count. Wind not as strong as it's been today, but it's still gusting out the center. Ball too high. Outside. And it's 3-1. That's drilled foul. Everyone duck down there. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Darkness settling in. About 7 years ago, we would have had to pack up and go home at this point, but not anymore with the lights. Another foul ball. Again, we thank you all for tuning in here today on the Triton YouTube channel. Grounder past third and out of play, and we'll try again, still 3-2. Upstairs, that's ball 4. Reynolds aboard. 2 on, 1 out for Rock Valley. Now here comes Darren Monroe, and we're going to have, I think, a change here in the lineup. As we're going to have a courtesy runner for Reynolds at first. It's Emily Hooker. Number 3, Scout Cram now up. 0 for 2 in this second game. Flied out and has bounced out to Pullman at the mound. Takes high, ball 1. 8-2 Triton has the lead. But Rock Valley trying to get back in this one. They have runners at the corners. 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th. Oh, that's a wild one, but it's off the backstop. The runner from third cannot advance Fudge, but Reynolds will take second. So now second and third, and Pullman a bit wild there of those couple pitches. And she's done a good job to hold down this lineup. And her offense has given her a lead to work with. And there's a much-needed strike. 2-1. Ball 3. And there's ball 4, and Rock Valley has the bases loaded. Cram draws the walk. And now here comes Darren Monroe again. And we'll see what this change will be. Schreiner was scheduled to bat. And I'm just... And it's going to be Sarah Renner who's going to come in and bat for her. Renner started in game 1. Hit a home run for Rock Valley in game 1, and that one fouled, backing out of play. She played first base in game 1. Hit a 2-run homer in that 8-5 Rock Valley win. Again, Rock Valley, all of their runs have been off the home run ball today. They have not scored a run any other way today. And they've had a few bases loaded situations in both of these games that they have not taken advantage of. They had 2 of them in game 1. 0-2 to count. Fly ball, right field, caught. Runner from third will tag. The throw from Claudio is offline, but I think Triton will certainly exchange that run for the out. Sac fly RBI for Renner. On the play, Fudge will score. Golden Eagles have runners at second and first, but most importantly, 2 are out. It's now an 8-3 game. Swing and a miss. Regnier, the batter. Strike 1. And again, she's homered earlier in this game. 1 for 2. So you're not out of the woods yet. But that run right there, the first run scored without the benefit of a home run today in either game by Rock Valley. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, want to keep the damage at a minimum and assure you'll at least have a 5-run lead entering the 7th, depending on what the offense does in the bottom half of this inning. And a big strike there, 1 and 2 to Caitlin Regnier. Grounder to short. Boshold will tag the runner going to third, and that will do it for the inning as Reynolds is tagged out, and the Trojans get out of trouble in the 6th with little damage done. Rock Valley does score a run without the benefit of a hit. There were 2 walks, an error, and 2 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Triton 8, Rock Valley 3.
On TV, unless it's the news, I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm young, I got something to lose. In the street, I didn't pay all my dues. No extortion, ain't talking.
Bottom of the 6th. We do have a new pitcher for Rock Valley. Grounder to second. Regnier has it over to first in time to retire Caitlin Cherry for the first out. But a good day for Cherry. 4 RBIs, 3 for 4 in this second game. And Rock Valley able to retire her for the first time finally in this second game. Kennedy Nelson is the new Rock Valley pitcher out of Oregon, Wisconsin, and fires a strike to Boshold. Again, you got a 5-run lead. You feel good about that going to the 7th, but you don't mind wanting to add any more if you can. Big swing there by Boshold, misses 0-2. Rock Valley will have 9, 1, and 2. Tauscher, Reardon and Ranchero due up in the 7th to face Geneva Pullman, who will go for the complete game. Foul ball. Still 0-2. That brief sprinkle we had stopped, so both moments of rain that we had were rather brief. And thankfully not heavy. The 0-2 pitch. Back to the mound. And that's out number 2. As Nelson throws out Celeste Macho. So now we got the battle of the Nelsons. Kennedy Nelson against Samantha Nelson. And that one fouled back and out of play. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 8-3, Triton with the lead. Trojans 3 more outs away from earning the split in this doubleheader. Kennedy Nelson's pitch is fouled out. The plate, 0-2. The Samantha Nelson. Still looking for her first hit in this second game. She's 0 for 3. Low and outside, 1-2. Two and two. Darkness is taken over. Up the middle, diving stop Regninger, but Nelson will beat it out, and she gets her first hit of this second game. And she is the only one that hadn't reached base for Triton in the lineup. Everyone got on base somehow except Nelson until that moment. So 2 out hit for Samantha. 11 hits for Triton in this second game. Kaylee Kirkwood takes a called strike. Kirkwood 1 for 3, a single, a run scored. Strike 2. And that one off the screen, still 0-2. Nelson's pitch, got her swinging. Kirkwood went after it. And a scoreless frame for Kennedy Nelson. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. Triton 3 outs away from getting the split. They lead Rock Valley 8-3. Tim McKinney back at the softball field. Geneva Pullman will go for the complete game. Isabel Tauscher will lead it off for Rock Valley. It's an 8-3 Triton lead. Tauscher takes ball one. Tauscher, Reardon, and Ranchero due up in this inning for the Golden Eagles. Rock Valley took game one 8-5. Triton leading game two 8-3 and need 3 more outs to get the split. Rock Valley snapped the 10-game winning streak the Trojans had by winning the first game. But again, 2 very good teams. Probably would be apropos if it's a split. 1-1 to count. Low and outside ball 2. No matter what's going on in this game, that Rock Valley bench, they keep on going. The 5-hour energy is not expired over there. 3-1 to count. Hopefully YouTube doesn't think that's an actual copyright songs down there. Fouled off the screen. Full count. Again, this copyrighted broadcast cannot be reproduced or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Triton College and Darvell Burgess. That's up the middle, a base hit. And again, this Rock Valley team, this one's not a long way from being over. Tauscher, a leadoff single. That's the 4th hit of the game for Rock Valley. Triton's out hit them 11-4. Top of the order, here's Reardon. Got ahead of that one and fouled it off to the left. Reardon is 0 for 2's, reached on a fielder's choice in this second game. Flied out the right her last time up. Grounder up the middle, another base hit. Like I said, just hold everything. Here come the Golden Eagles. Back-to-back singles to open the 7th. Similar to what Triton had. They were down 8-3 in their last at bat in game 1. Got the tying run at the plate before Rock Valley hung on to win 8-5. And here we go the other way around in game 2. Ranchero 0 for 3. Ball 2. And Pullman has done an excellent job on the mound. Can she find a way to muster 3 more outs? Either way, she'll have to, because if it's either 3 outs and the game is over or 3 outs and we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Hopefully the latter doesn't happen. 2-1. Bouncer up toward the middle again. That gets through for a hit. Runner will score. Tauscher, it's 8-4. And again, those hits haven't been the biggest hits, but they've been able to find the right spots through the infield. 2 on, nobody out. First and second still. And now you're going to have the big hitters coming up. Fudge reached on an error her last time up, but hit it well to left. That was the play that Gonzalez dropped the ball and left, as the entire infield will talk. Home plate umpire will socially distant break up the conversation. But you got to find a way to get some outs here. Rock Valley, 3 straight singles to open this 7th. The lead is down to 4 for the Trojans. And there's a strike. The 0-1. Fouled it straight back and out of play. See if Pullman can get a strikeout here. 0-2. Up the middle, back to the mound. She'll go to third for the force. Across. Not in time. They tried to turn the 1-5-3 double play, but they do get the force out of Reardon at third. Ranchero to second. Fudge aboard, still first and second. And thankfully with Green up, who has homered twice today, a home run at worst will get them within one. It won't tie you. That was the big thing about getting that last out. But a first strike to Green. 1 for 2. She's homered. She's walked. Good pitch. Strike 2 called over the outside corner. 0-2 to Jenna Green. 8-4 Trojans, top of the 7th. 1 out, 2 on. Got her swinging. 2 down. Big strikeout for Geneva Pullman. And the Trojans are an out away from getting the win and earning a split in this doubleheader. So Bailey Reynolds, the final hope for Rock Valley. 0 for 2, has walked. Pullman just found that second gear in that at bat to retire Jenna Green. And there's a strike called. Boy, she's painting that outside corner now. 0-1. Here comes that Rock Valley bus making the turn around the corner. Maybe they're sensing it's over. We'll find out. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Line to right. That's going to fall in for a hit. 1 run will score. The throw is cut off by Pullman. Ranchero scores. Fudge to third. RBI single for Bailey Reynolds. It's now an 8-5 game. And Scout Cram will be the batter representing the potential tying run. So some late drama here at the softball field. Cram takes a strike. 0 for 2, walked her last time up. Trojans trying to hang on to get the victory. The pitch. Fouled it back, and Rock Valley down to their final strike. Again, for the most part, it's been 2 good softball games to watch today, as you would expect, between these 2 teams. Rock Valley, national championship aspirations in D3. Trojans trying to make a run in Division II to get the Nationals, and that just missed, not by much. 1-2. Pullman won at that one. We'll try again. Bouncer, this second. This should do it. And Triton wins. Cherry fields the ground out. Cram retired. And the Trojans win game 2 of this doubleheader. As the finals were identical. Rock Valley takes game 1, 8-5. The Trojans return the favor and win game 2 by an identical 8-5 score. It was exciting, a lot of drama late, but the Trojans prevail and get the victory. Final game totals of this second game for the victorious Trojans: 8 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They strand 7. Rock Valley, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Golden Eagles also strand 7. Victory goes on the mound to Geneva Pullman. She gets the complete game victory, going all 7 innings, and really did a good job to hold down a very high-powered Rock Valley offense to get the victory. Hannah Hockerman takes the loss for the Golden Eagles. So the day ends in a split. Rock Valley, they'll go home with a 7-3 record, while the Trojans will go away with a 15-6 record here after splitting these 2 games. Off day tomorrow for Triton. Tomorrow and Friday they don't play. They'll be at Prairie State Saturday beginning at noon. And then they'll be back here Sunday will be the next broadcast on the Triton YouTube channel as they take on South Suburban beginning at high noon, doubleheader Sunday. And again, for the latest on the team and the schedule updates and scores, follow us at TritonAthletics.com. Great job by Betsy through some tough conditions and some issues earlier, but we got on the air and I stuck it out for both games. You all can't say I'm not a trooper. I stayed here for both today. As the rain starts coming out, we got no covering, no protection, and we're out here. But I'm going to get off because we need to get this stuff put away because the rain's starting to come down right now. Again, the finals in Game 1, Rock Valley 8, Triton 5. Game 2, Triton 8, Rock Valley 5. So until next time, Tim McKinney saying so long and good night from the softball field. You've been watching Triton Softball live on the Triton YouTube channel and TritonAthletics.com. Good night, everyone. You guys stay dry. Stay